This is Fred again in the Old Red Building, and working a little bit in the digital cave today, and decided we'd finish up this small commercial method of water sizing for our fourth year plumbing apprentices. So I just put it in the hallway, and we'll take a quick look at it. We're going to use this as a new assignment, and in order to size the water lines for a 4-story commercial building, you need to know a few factors. You need to know the water pressure at the main, which in this case is 80 psi or 550 kPa, as you can see. And we're going to try and size the service between this curb cock here and the building shutoff, which you can see right there, that red valve. You need to know the developed length, which is 12 meters from the shutoff to from the curb cock to the building shutoff. You need to know the water pressure, which is 550 kPa, and you need to know the elevation from the water main, which is way down here, to the building shutoff, which is basically only 3 meters. And of course, you also need to know the total kPa, or the total fixture unit load for the whole building. So in order to figure out the fixture unit load of the whole building, this is what we would do in our assignments. As you can see, I've actually labeled the fixture unit load on each one of these plumbing fixtures. Each floor is identical. I've changed some of the fixtures, but each floor is basically identical. Here you can see I used jacuzzi tubs here, and there's just a regular bathtub. And of course, these are all, I have to turn around and go right into the project. So this would be a typical suite here. Here you would have a closed washing machine, a jacuzzi tub, a 3-piece bathroom. There's a little handicap seat on this toilet, and a wall-hung basin. Here we have a pedestal basin, and we have our ideal apprentice plumber here is actually reading his code book on the toilet, and there is your 3-piece bathroom here. And this would be your kitchen, dishwasher, and your kitchen sink. And I forgot, but we could put an ice maker in this fridge. And as you can see, each floor is the same, right? Basically the same, right down to the below. So there's 4 stories here, and there's 8 suites, 4 in the front and 4 in the back. Now, in order to figure out the fixture unit load, you have to know the fixture units of each plumbing fixture, which we find in the 2020 National Plumbing Code under 2632A, and it'll tell you all the different fixture units loads. Now, these are all private apartments, hence all these fixtures would be under the private totals, right? So you'd have to count up all these fixture units. I think there's 26.5 or something per floor, somewhere around there, if I remember correctly. So then you just have to multiply that times 4. I think it's about 104 fixture units, somewhere around there. Can't remember exactly. And then, but what I've added to this project is here in the foyer we have a public washroom also. So there you can see it's down below. So that would be in the ground. It would come up into the mechanical room here. There's your hot water tank and softener, which I haven't hooked up yet. This feeds all these units here. And then over here, you can see this is all according to the 2020 National Plumbing Code, which this fellow's reading too. And this is our public washrooms. As you can see right here, public washrooms. And on the outside here would be the men's washroom with 4 urinals. You need to figure out how many fixture units for this urinal flush tank, and then how many fixture units for these public lavs, because it's in a public washroom. And then these 4 toilets, 1 on the men's side, and then this would be the women's, 3 on the women's sides with 3 more vanities. You'd have to figure out the fixture unit loads for that. So this whole bathroom group, which is teed off right before and after the hot water tank on a separate line from the apartment building, you'd have to figure out the fixture unit load for this public washroom and add it to here. And we probably have, well, 40, 30, 20. we probably have easily over around 100 fixed units here. So we probably got around 300 fixed units for this whole building. That's not exact, that's just doing it approximate. Then we'd have to go to our tables in the plumbing code and figure out what size of a service we would have for this commercial building. So these are the kind of exercises we do in fourth year, and we create all these exercises here in our digital cave.